My name is Josh Castile.
Okay, Josh, tell us a little bit about just your early experience with religion and God.
So when I was a kid, I grew up Catholic, and I still am Catholic, but I went to church with my grandma and my mom, and it was just kind of like this process that every week, you know, you go to church, you listen, and then you go home, and you kind of just forgot about everything. So Justin, it was because of him and through him and other people that, you know, got me into Reclaim, and it's what keeps me going every week is, you know, hanging out with friends, sharing stories, and going through life together as, you know, friends and making new friends. And by experiencing life with them, we can share experiences, and you can really connect with people who are going through similar situations that you may not know until you talk to them or, you know, sit down with them at a campfire, at an event. Right, so my buddy Justin kept bugging me to go to this event. I figured I'd be busy that weekend or doing other things, or I didn't have time. And then throughout the course of the 2 days, we had a lot of talks together as a group. One of the talks we were going through was the cycle of wounding. And that one really hit home for me, and a bunch of the guys were talking about, you know, wounding they've gone through. And so through talks with John and other guys in the group, and so I had to make a decision to either follow that path for the rest of my life or to really give my heart up to God and make a decision that would be I'm fully committed to, and that I'm really going to accept God into my heart. So through talks with John and other members, I did end up making that decision to give my heart to God. I was thinking to myself, I took a lot of time to think to myself about what I wanted to do and who I wanted to be in the future. And so after one of the meetings, took some time to think to myself, and I went over to one of the barns and I found a stake and a hammer, and I decided to just go on a walk up to the top of this hill. I really thought to myself, like, this is the perfect place to make this decision. And so I took some time and I thought in prayer and talked to myself and talked to the Lord, talked to God about what I believe in, and so I took the stake and the hammer and I pounded it into the ground, and that really marks the moment in my life where I gave my heart to God, and I said some prayers about Him needing to control my life and Him showing what I need to do in the future, and that I'm all His, and that I know that whatever happens to me or whatever I go through, that He'll always be there, and that there's always happening for a reason. Reclaim means to me friendship with not only friends but with the Lord, and I'm mainly traveling through life with friends with the Lord. And it gives you that connection of being with other guys that are going through similar things, and that you can connect with them in the gospel. And there's guys that have been through similar events and have gotten past it. So being able to talk with people that have, you know, experienced what you're going through. And I think it means the most is just those connections you have with other people, and that can help travel with you for the rest of your life while traveling with God. And it's kind of like guys on the ground you have to help you through this journey.
I absolutely love stories like Josh's, because in Reclaim we get these all the time. You know, there is a tremendous movement within the ministry and mission of Reclaim because God is pouring out His blessing over what we're doing. And as such, there is some exciting news I can't wait to share with you. But some very generous ministry partners of ours pulled together and raised $75,000 for our ministry. And they said, and we also want to extend the challenge to other partners to join us so we can try to double that $75,000. So now, until the end of the year, the $75,000 committed can become $150,000, so your impact can be effectively doubled. And what that's going to do is also help launch us into 2022 as we pursue the hearts of men. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for considering, and we can't wait to report back and tell you what God has done. Wow.